Greetings, Benjamin J. from BENZTRAINZ with another in the series. Well, look what has just arrived. This is a Marx 799, the complete set. I found this on eBay for 10 bucks. I was the only bidder on it. Now, it had a broken coupler, and as you can see, it's filthy. It's been stored someplace a very, very, very long time. Anyway, it had a knuckle coupler on it that was broken. So I took it off and replaced it with a tab and slot and a brass screw that I just happened to have, and pulled the motor out and put a couple of drops of oil on it. I had to scrape the contactor, and you put it on the rail, it wouldn't even buzz. It wasn't getting any power at all. Now, this is the micro motor, so it has no headlight, no E-unit, forward only, very, very small. It is the same body as the Marx 588 switcher, just a whole lot plainer. Anyway, it's got a micro motor in it. It came with the gondola, 2 boxcars, and a green caboose. So anyway, 10 bucks, really difficult to beat that. So I ran it on the bench. It's actually running quite well. I mean, it is a micro motor, so it's pretty limited in what it can do. I added a traction tire to it. So this is going to be its first run around the rail. So I've put a few drops of oil on the motor, haven't done anything to anything else. Haven't cleaned it, oiled it, nothing. So this is going to be the first test run. Just wanted to do a video to document this. So Marx 799, this is circa 1960. The entire set, 10 bucks on eBay. So let's take this around and see how it runs. Well, it looks like it runs great. So a neat little set, $10. Really difficult to beat that. That's why I always stress, don't overlook the junk. I was the only bidder on this, and the interesting thing about this, of course, is you can take this body, or this shell, and put a full-size Marx double reduction motor in it. It'll just drop in there. Add a couple of screws, and you have a quite powerful little switcher. You could add a front coupler. It would run forward and reverse with a full-size motor. Anyway, 10 bucks on eBay. It's complete, and here's a 588 in comparison. So you can see it is exactly the same engine. I mean, line for line, exactly the same. No changes at all other than the color and the thickness of the plastic. This seems quite thin compared to a 588. Maybe not, but it sure feels that way. Anyway, it's bottom of the line, really, really early set. And like I said, I saw it on eBay, put a bid on it. Basically bought it just to get this body. I could put a double reduction motor in this. But it also came with these cars. So it was really inexpensive. 10 bucks, I mean, and I was the only bidder. And that's a lot of times I don't understand that. I mean, this is a nice set that you can get really, really, really inexpensively. And yet no one bid on it. And it could have been because of that broken coupler. And you know, once these couplers are broken, unless you have a replacement, or if you want to modify it, you're stuck. You can't run it. So like I said, I just pulled the coupler off and put a tab and slot on it. Anyway, I take this around again. This is running really, really well. That is currently 10% power. This is so light it doesn't weigh anything, so it has lots of power. In relation to its weight, anyway. So, it's not a prize, but it was inexpensive, it's original, it's 60 years old, and it was $10. And the fact that it's running and it's a complete set. not in perfect condition and absolutely filthy, as you see. But it wouldn't take much to clean this entire thing up. And like I said, if you want to go to the trouble of doing it, you can put a double reduction motor in this and turn it into a real switcher. Put a front coupler on it and a headlight, and it's up and running. So I may add a headlight to it. That's really, really easy to do, especially on these micro motors. There's lots of room in there. So I might add a headlight, and other than that, I'll clean it up and just run it as it is. It was just an easy way to get hold of this body. So like I said, if I want to, I can just drop a double reduction motor in this. It gives you a real locomotive. Anyway, I just wanted to do a quick video. 10 bucks on eBay, and I was the only bidder. A fairly decent set. Like I said, 1960. So a long time ago. You know, they look relatively new because they're made of plastic. But this plastic has been around a long, long time. In this case, 60 years. So 10 bucks on eBay. I was the only bidder. It's up and running. Get it cleaned up, lubed and tuned. This is going to be a really nice little set. Anyway, I just wanted to do a quick video on this. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to drop me an email. BENZTRAINZ@gmail.com. And as always, thank you for watching.